Salutations, this is Grem Devel, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are Grem Devel, the Chopper. And we found some amazing loot in the first episode with this new character, where we now have, we got 2 scrolls of acquirement, giving us this +3 gauntlets with Slay +5, and +2 boots with RF and C Invis. And we also have this fantastic flail that we found that gives us as Holy Branded and RF plus. I don't know if there's a difference between the main weapon and the offhand weapon. I don't know if it actually makes a difference at all. I don't think from what I've read that it actually does make a difference which one is offhand and which one is primary hand. If you think it does make a difference, let me know in the comments, but I don't think it actually does. So we're going to keep things as they are. Trog, our piety with Trog. I didn't even notice that our piety with Trog has gotten really high. We have not been using our Trog abilities very much. I think we've only used Trog's hand once. Haven't used Berserk at all. And our piety is now high enough that Trog is just giving us weapons. A +4 longsword of flaming. Well, and we reached level 9. We're going to get strength. The longsword of flaming is not great for us. It's a dex-based weapon. Our dex is fine, but it's not as high as our strength. And of course, we don't have any cross-training or anything in swords and long blades. But the brand of flaming can be very useful when you're fighting hydras. If we fought a hydra, if we hit a hydra with our axe of freezing, it would grow more heads. So, you know what? We have a lot of inventory space right now. I'm going to take it just to take it. Be like, thanks, Trog. I'm so grateful for this gift that you gave me. But, you know, maybe next time take a look at my skills. Oh, there's a war axe. Great. All right, back up. Armor skills level 5. Wait, is that another scroll of acquirement? I think it is. I'm not used to being able to see the sprites this clearly. Wow. All right, we'll grab that war axe, and if we get a scroll of branding, that'll replace our hand axe. Okay, wow. 3 scrolls of acquirement by Dungeon 6. Manual of long... Wow, Trog really wants us to use long blades here. Steam Dragon Scales of the Salamander, which are terrible. It has contamination on it and Slay -4. There's the gold and there's the War Axe of Draining. So, you know, we don't have a lot of gold and it would be nice to have gold, but the War Axe of Draining is legitimately an upgrade for us. So we're going to take... with this game, almost always, you're going to want to take the bird in the hand rather than the 2 in the bush. So we're going to grab that. War Axe of Draining. Not as amazing as the last 2 acquirement scrolls, but still a nice upgrade. We're going to wield that War Axe. Draining is a great brand. We're going to wield it instead of the Hand Axe of Freezing. We'll keep the Hand Axe of Freezing for contextual situations, like if we find a vault that has a volcano, for example, something like that. But this is great. Zemena. And let's take a look. It does lower our attack delay to 1.1. I think that's fine. That's going to change really fast, I think. There's a Maw Talisman. Maw Talisman's pretty fun. It makes your torso just a giant stomach. 2 Maw Talismans. And when you can consume enemies, and that heals you, kind of like a ghoul. But yeah, again, we're not going to be doing any talismans, I don't think. Back up. White Imp does cold damage, and we don't have any cold resistance. Oh, also Centaur is a little dangerous. Let's go up, heal up. I want to keep like coming down and hope the Centaur gets a little closer. Let's go back here. There we go. Nice. Okay, Draining's a good brand. Draining works on pretty much everything. As opposed to cold, some things are resistant to cold. Training doesn't work on everything, I don't think, but it's definitely a lot more than Cold Brand or Freezing Brand. Hello, Iguana. Like, Cold Brand works really well in Iguana, but oh, we bludgeoned the Iguana with our flail. Uh-oh. We walked into a trap. A malevolent force fills the dungeon. Oh, this is going to be rough. We're going straight from Dungeon 6, fortunately almost the end of Dungeon 6, to Dungeon 9. So we've been very survival. Oh, and there's a Roar of Battle here. So there's an instance that's... We might need to just not do the... What's it called? The Roar of Battle one is called a... Bailey. I think it's a Bailey. I am going to peek up here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. All right, we're going to Berserk. Okay. Okay. Well, our target for throwing got reached, so that's nice. Let's get a little bit of evocations. I think also to 3, and once we hit that, maybe we'll go back to throwing. Well, we'll make an assessment. Let's go back down. Because I am curious about the Roar Battle. If it's really close, maybe we'll consider it. Because the Bailey can have some really nice loot. You can have, like, manuals. That could be really valuable. Oh, there's the... That's Orc. Let's stay away from that. Oh, the portcullis is nearby. All right. I do want to find it. All right, I think that's not that direction. Let's look over here. Okay. Very nearby. There it is. Oh. So if we go back up, that's basically giving up on this thing. Oh, no. Right, back up. All right. That was what I wanted to kill the most. And then the wizard. All right. We're actually doing a great job with these yaks. We've reached level 10. Now, I don't want to be so foolish that we get ourselves killed, but we can immediately back out if we need to. This is interesting also. A +8 spear. Heavy spear, though, so that actually damages our attack delay fairly significantly. And it gives us RF, but we already have plenty of RF. We also don't need int. We don't need stealth. I'll pick it up because +8 is amazing. And I'm also going to get this scroll. Okay. Let's check it out. Because we can just go right back in this portal if we get scared. I'm pretty familiar with this type of... the Bailey, there are only a few layouts. Let's see what the enemies look like here. Let's also heal up. Great. Okay. Orc warriors with long... with pole arms. Let's see how we do. Well, that was good. That was good. There's also scale mail. Wait, are we wearing scale mail? No, we're wearing chainmail. How does the scale mail stack up? Worse. Just worse. Okay. Alright, let's take a look along the sides here just to get the lay of the land. It can be really nice if you're a character that can walk through water, like an octopod or something like that. To make sure that you can keep your distance from creatures. Use some ranged. Okay. And there's probably going to be some tougher enemies here, like an Orc Warlord or something like that. Berserk can be very good against things like that. And this is a place where we should probably... not be afraid to use Berserk. These things aren't going to have any magic or anything like that. Some things might hurt a lot. But I think for the most part, it's going to be a, like, kill things as fast as possible. Here's some plate armor. Not what I meant. Yeah, I think it's a net positive. But our AC is really high right now. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to wield it yet. I think the evasion, like the little evasion we have, I'd like to keep for now. Even though it's net positive. All right, there's an Orc Knight. Orc Knight, I feel... Ooh, and a Deep Elf Pyromancer, but we have 2 pips of RF, so that's actually a great enemy for us to fight. Can you guys come up here a little bit? There we go. Berserk should work well on the Knight. I'm pretty sure. Let's do it. Yes, it did. Okay. We want to be... We learned... So the other lesson we learned... I mentioned last episode, like, I learned a lesson about how tough Death Drakes are after our last character died. But the other lesson we learned, that I think the bigger lesson, actually, is that, like, you got to be way more careful using Berserk to make sure that, like, that's the thing to use. Because if you use it, you can't drink potion. You, like, all of your other escape mechanisms are unusable. There's also the question, like, is killing this thing worth getting the things in here? But I think even just for shiny chainmail, the answer is yes. I'm not going to Berserk or anything yet. I'm just going to go in. With our 2 pips of RF, I think this thing should be pretty easy. Yeah, it was. It sure was. And Trog appreciates our killing of a magic user. Okay, great. Oh, this is so good, because we don't have any cold resistance. All right, so we're just going to switch out our mail with this chainmail of cold resistance, drop our old... I'm going to drop this old dagger, too, and drop our old chainmail. I'm going to take this quarterstaff just to drop it, just because I like having unique things in the game and have them be accessible, even though we're never going to wear it. I'll grab this leather armor of fire resistance, too. Again, we're just going to drop it outside of the Bailey. There's nothing else here that we want. Trog hates it when we wield magic staves. We already grabbed a plate armor. I think we're... The glaive... Is the glaive the good one? No, it's the Bardiche that's the best polearm. So it's not even the best one. Let's get out of here. That was great. We did that really successfully. Let's drop the quarterstaff that I picked up. Drop the... leather armor, fire resistance. We don't need the fire resistance. We've got plenty of that. And now we have 2 pips of RF and a pip of RC just from our wearables. I'm going to grab this. All right, now let's go up. Let's try this one. Actually, do it. Yeah, sure. Okay. And we're going to keep going up till we get back to Dungeon 6. So that was a little... You know, we took a risk, but again, not the biggest risk, because I knew that we'd be able to back out of the Bailey if it got scary, and it never really got scary. That was a perfect little instance for us. There's the temple, which we don't need because we are very happily observant of Trog. One thing I might have... Oh, hi, Blorkula. Might have been able to do is use a scroll of... Read some scrolls to see if we had a scroll of magic mapping, or whatever it is now, enlightenment. But let's back up. We want to fight, yeah, in a corridor. Yeah, this is all... We're fine. We don't have... We've got resistances against a bunch of your stuff. Yeah, easy. I'm gonna drop our first hand axe, Leofdig, because we've got 2 war axes now. We don't need to pick up another one. Wand of Flame. A Wand of Flame with a ton of charges. We are done training throwing. And evocations, more importantly. Throwing is double the cost of evocations. let's get evocations up a little more. Let's get it up to 6. And after we get evocations to 6, which shouldn't take too long, we'll train a little more throwing. Okay. Oh, hi, Minkare. I don't like you. Now we have our holy brand is going to be amazing here, but we just got tormented. Before I fight you, I would love to heal and get you in a better position. All right, this is fine. Good. Okay. I think this is going to be okay. I don't even know if I need to berserk. Nope. Easy. Yeah, that you can see we hit with a flail and that just destroyed him. Our holy branded flail. I want to stay out of line of sight from the orc priest as much as possible. Morning Star of Protection. That's a, Morning Star is even better than a flail, but not better than our flail. Pair of gloves. No way that's better than our gloves. Our gloves are so good. We're probably going to be wearing these gloves for the entirety of the game. Excellent. We sock the black bear with a +11 flail. Ugasau. Let's open this up. We have Sea Invis, so Sky Beast is really not that scary. Firebat also. We've got 2 pips of RF. This is no problem. Flux Talisman. A Wand of Charming. Okay. Glad we're getting our evocations up. And more digging charges. More digging charges. Okay, we can feel a little more liberal to nice. And our throwing is high enough. We killed that jelly with our boomerangs. Hello, Alter de Trog. Oh, Maurice. All right, so Maurice can cast invisibility. Not a big deal for us at all. You can also polymorph with your Wand of Polymorph. That's why you're highlighted in pink. Well, Trog's Hand is going to help with that, but let's back up first and get to a better tactical position. And as soon as we see Maurice again, we are going to use Trog's Hand. And now Polymorph has no chance. I know I could be using Berserk, but if you don't feel like you need to, if you feel like you're going to be able to pretty effectively kill something without it, which, with our flail, we can do, and our slaying bonus, that is not... Oh, I love that we killed the Bombardier Beetle in 1 hit. That is not... I think they changed the icon for Fetos. I don't think Fetos is a god that I don't think did change, but it's possible that it's always been that, and because I'm seeing the tiles with a little more clarity than I'm used to. You know what? I'm not going to go up. Actually, Dungeon 6 is the next floor up, and we've explored most of Dungeon 6. I think I am going to go up this. Yeah, we're fine. I think we've almost explored all of this floor. Scroll of Identify. Let's just quickly explore the rest of this floor. Okay. Let's read that Scroll of Identify. On the purple potion, a potion of invisibility. Great. Okay. All right, now we're truly on Dungeon 7. We're not backtracking at all. Have we gotten any more gifts that I've missed? No, it's just the Longsword of Flaming. Back up. Any gift from a god. Ooh, our brain swirls with designs for an N70 gyro apparatus. You just need some more time. So we're now level 11. Getting closer to level 14. I think I missed a message about designs at some point, because I think we should already have gotten messages about 3 designs by level 11, and I think I just missed it, but that's okay. Maybe you all saw it. Actually, I have a little glare on my screen right now from my window, but I don't want to get up to open my window. Or to close my window. Read that Scroll of Identify. Potion of Might. Actually, I should, because... Hold on. There we go. Because if I don't see something that ends up getting us killed because of the glare on my monitor, I will be very upset with myself. We've got some scroll. Is that in an instance? Yeah. Ooh, you know, that instance looks pretty doable. Oh, it's not an instance. It's something we go down into from the floor above. There it is. This is going to be fine. Here's some troll leather armor, which gives us regen, but having that regen would mean losing a lot of armor class and losing our cold resistance. And our AC would decrease by 7.7. That's a huge hit to our armor class. Our evasion would increase, but I can't see us. It's the regen is really valuable, but not valuable enough to merit losing over 4 armor class and our cold resistance. Cold resistance could be also life-saving, so especially when we don't have rings. Okay, let's go back down to Dungeon 7. And now... Oh, we've gotten more wands. Right, we took that Wand of Polymorph from Maurice. So yeah, we've got a decent amount of wands now. Polymorph can also be really valuable with high enough evocations. Let's try going down here. Dungeon 8. And we haven't explored much of Dungeon 8, so I will read some scrolls here. Brand weapon. Okay, we're gonna read it on this war axe. Oh, that's interesting. Chaos is better on fast weapons because you want to hit them with as many chaos effects as fast as possible. Because while you can give them beneficial effects if you hit them with a chaos branded weapon, it is more likely that you'll hit them with negative effects. So if you can spam them with as many effects as possible, it'll be a net positive for you. But the War Axe is not a fast weapon. So I think we're not going to be wielding that right now. Also, we're not going to read another brand scroll right now because until we get a broad axe. So I think we're just not going to wield that War Axe. I'll keep it for contextual use just because we have the slots, but unlikely we're going to use it. All right, we also have 3 scrolls here. Poison, okay. Let's read 2 scrolls here. Blink, okay, really good to know. We have a blink scroll now. All right, there's Revelation. Cool. Maybe those look like they're probably going to be god altars, but maybe a shop somewhere. I don't know. Then summoning. Okay. Now we have a summoning scroll. Great. Our kobolds are all dying from the poison. What did I just read? Fear. That was fear. And lastly, we know we have some really good scrolls now for dangerous situations. And enchant armor. We're going to enchant our current chainmail, I think. Because again, bird in the hand. Okay. And those are all the duplicate scrolls we have. But yeah, that was really nice. Now we have some really nice... We know we have some really nice get out of danger options. That halberd is a +4 halberd, but it's not branded. I think if we just kill you quickly, we'll be fine. Oh, Jeremiah. He was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. He was a peaceful dreamer, prone to impromptu naps. They slipped into slumber while gazing into a magical orb and dreamed of an old and hateful power binding them into service. Now Jeremiah stumbles through the dungeon, searching for the precious dream shard that will restore their master's power, unsure whether they wake or slumber still. Their dreams leak into reality in the form of a constant stream of butterflies. I think Jeremiah, the Baraki Dreamer, is new, or at least this manifestation is new. Blinks, smites, and charms. So charm is potentially very dangerous. We're going... Oh, that's because of the Wand of Charming. So, Trog's Hand, which... Oh, and you just make butterflies. Yeah, now no chance of charming us. Yeah, the blinking and the butterflies is real annoying. Real annoying. You really want to fight this person out in the open. We're getting drained? Oh, it's a... all right, what do we have? We have wands. Nothing that goes through anything. Do I have javelins? Negative. I hate this. All right, let's leave. Let's back up. Brachii are slow. I bet he can come up here. See if we can get him. Yeah. Okay. Orb of Mayhem. Trident and Draining. We got 9 charges of Charming. I realize I didn't use Trog's Hand again, which maybe I should have, ideally. Okay. We are a bit drained now. Which isn't wonderful, but I think we're going to be okay. Let's go down, back down. And yaks. Yeah, we can definitely get our drain back with these, killing these yaks one at a time. All right, now we're yellow drained. Ooh, hey, Pikel. Pikel has a Whip of Freezing, but we do have RC. I just don't love fighting Pikel surrounded. Let's back up. And this will be fine. Great. Okay. Great. We could definitely use more poison darts. Nice. 5 more poison darts. The Wraith, any undead are going to be no problem for us with this flail. Scroll of Identity. Let's read that. On that clear potion. Cancellation. Great. Okay. That's it for Dungeon 8. Anything that we missed that we want? I don't think so. Let's check our skills. Evocation is almost to 6. And then I think we will get throwing up to 6 after that. And axes is at 12. I don't think we ever set axes to the war axes Mindalay, so let's do that. Skill target. Yeah, so now our axes target is 16. Let's go down to Dungeon 9, which we have seen a little bit of. Wow, a lot of charming charges. Really good to know. Really good to have. Okay. Let's back up. Ooh. I miskeyed that. What do we have here? +2 Dagger of Venom. Well, might as well drop the +1 Dagger of Venom and replace it. Not that we're necessarily ever going to wield it again, but again, there might be context. Like if we find a beehive, maybe. What do you have? A +6 Trident of Flaming. Well, +6 is not fun. Fortunately, I'm not worried about the flaming. There we go. 1 hit. 1 hit and you're gone. Is it worth getting a Weapon of Flaming for an ice instance? Certainly better than the Longsword of Flaming. You know, I'll grab it, because we are cross-training pole arms. So I will grab that just while we have the inventory space and we have contextual use. Still a little afraid of 2-headed ogres. Oh, and there are 2 2-headed ogres, or is that the same one? That's the same one. How much damage can you do? Do we need to Berserk? You can do... Oh, yeah, you can do 75 damage in 1 hit. I'll Berserk. Okay. There's a Talisman of Death, which is how you necromutate now, since the latest changes. I don't love that Hornet. I'm going to throw poison darts at it. Yes, and I'm very glad... Ooh. Come on, die. Okay. I'm very glad we trained our throwing up, but the poison actually only didn't do as much as I had hoped. That could have been bad because if we got paralyzed, we don't have any R poison, And we could have gotten paralyzed. We were okay. Hi, Kobold Brigand with, Ring of Resist Corrosion. Oh, -2 Kite Shield. A -2 Kite Shield that gives you Aralek regen, Dex -4, and Stealth. What a weird and interesting shield. Oh, and like a Brigand, you've got your darts. All right, we got 3 more darts. What a weird shield. We're not going to pick it up. A Centaur Warrior also with Staff of Fire, Ring of Protection from Cold. All right, well, our best bet with Centaurs is to just be next to them. This is fine. There's a Rod of Lightning, a couple of evocables in there. Vampire shouldn't be a problem for us because we have Sea Invis. You can confuse. I'm just gonna kill you. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I didn't even. I could have Trog's handed, and maybe I should have, but like, we were doing so. Like, we're so powerful, and Sea Invis is. The other thing that you can do is go invisible, which we don't care about right now. All right. Box of Beasts looks different to me too. I don't remember Box of Beasts looking like that. But again, maybe it's just because things are a little more clear to me now. All right, so now we have a Box of Beasts, which is good for us because it works really well if you have high armor, which we do, and a Lightning Rod, which is really nice. Let's throw the Poison Dart. Okay. Oh, this is a bad place to find a Steam Dragon. I think running away, it might not be great here. I think we should kill it as fast as possible. There. Okay. Okay. Hey, Basilisk. So this is definitely where Lair is. We're going to wait for these things to come to us. I'm going to approach and kill this Basilisk as quickly as possible. Okay. The Basilisk can turn you to stone. Petrify you, so that could have been a bit dangerous. Another potion of invisibility. Bees. Let's try to fight them one at a time. But I think our armor is good enough that I think the lack of our poison shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay. And of course our slaying bonus is really great for hitting these bees. The thing with bees is that they don't have a lot of hit points, but they're tough to hit. But we have a really high 2 hit. Great. There's a Shrine to Bio. All right, that is Dungeon 9. What an interesting shield. We've got, a quarterstaff. Right, that's right. We dropped that earlier. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to try to use this lightning rod more, especially, and once... Oh, I never actually put throwing on, did I? Get throwing to 6. I do want it to 6. And I don't know if we're going to train throwing past that. Evocations is still cheaper to train than throwing. You know what? I'm changing my mind. I want more evocations, especially now that we have these evocables. Get evocations to 9. And then maybe we'll revisit throwing. Throwing at 3 is okay. All right. We're doing great. Dungeon 9. I can't remember how far we got last time. But we're experience level 12. This is a song that I'm not familiar. I think this is a newer song from the Case of Cut soundtrack by Craig Hamilton. And I think I really like the song. It's called Onward Romantique. So let's see. We've got, 2 pips of RF, a point of cold, Sea Invis. We haven't gotten any, like, huge gear upgrades in a while, but that's because it's hard to upgrade our gear at this point in the game. Our gear is pretty great. But this +2 War Axe of Drain has been really nice. It definitely has. Our attack delay is now less than 1. It's 0.9. Really fantastic. I'm pretty pleased. And our armor class is 25, evasion 9. Ooh, can't get overconfident. But we're going to put a cut in here and explore dungeon. I think, so we could go into lair or orc. We know where both of them are. I might go down to dungeon 10 next time before we explore the lair. But we could go into lair. Even without our poison, we've got 6 potions of curing. I don't have any identify scroll. Oh, I do have an identify scroll. Let's read that quickly. Ooh! All right, well, let's use this potion of experience. And that'll get evocations up. Actually, I could just use it on throwing and just immediately get throwing to like 6. Would that be useful? Is that what I want? Maybe. I think maybe. Let's turn everything off. Except for throwing. Let's get... and a little bit of evocations. Yeah. But focused on throwing. And let's put this experience potion into those skills. Oh. That actually makes our throwing go higher than I wanted it. Even though I wanted it capped at 6. Oh, that's interesting. What if I want it capped at 6. What if I add a little bit of axes and say focus on throwing? Oh, it's still... that's not bad. What if I focus... I'm just trying little different things here. Focus on that and focus on throwing? Yeah. Okay, because we're going to want evocations higher than 9. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. And then throwing, we will get up to 6. Yeah. Oh, whoops. No. I'm fine with this. What do I do? Hit escape? Excellent. All right, we'll leave evocations off for now, even though it's at an odd number. Throwing, we will get to 6. Turn fighting back on, turn axes back on, turn armor back on. And focus on axes. And I'm happy with evocations at 9, and now we're going into throwing. This is great. What? Great. We're doing fine. All right, I enjoyed playing with you today, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.